mentioned the word scoliosis, and that is the word of the day here on the Health Channel. Tell us what it is, doctor.
So scoliosis is a very common condition, and it describes a curvature of the spine. It's a three-dimensional curvature. So not only does the spine turn sideways, there's a significant rotational component. And there's a real easy way to tell if your kids have scoliosis. Stand in front of them or in the back of them, have their legs nice and even on the floor, and just have them bend over to try and touch their toes. And what you will see is then that nice symmetrical curvature of the spine in patients who have scoliosis will be altered, and one side will kind of come up. Thereby you will know that there's a rotational component to that deformity. And that's a pretty significant finding.
It is, and that's what they do in the pediatrician's office. We just came actually just a few days ago, and they put the girls over just like that to check their spines, and thank goodness all was well.
Good.
So, but here's a little bit of history. I love interesting facts. And have you heard about Richard III, the King?
No?
Okay, well, listen to this. This is great. I love this. Richard the King, King of England, from 1483 to 1485, doctor, they discovered beneath the parking lot, apparently, the remains of Richard III, right? So the king was always portrayed in plays and movies as being deformed. Well, it turns out he had scoliosis. Can you believe that? Isn't that great history?
Yeah, that's great history.
1483, finding the remains. So what is kind of like the history of scoliosis? Do you know?
Absolutely. Well, let's break it down into two kinds. I'm oversimplifying, but reality is that that type of breakdown is fair. There's the PD, the kiddie scoliosis that happens sometimes as early as when the kid is born, but usually we see that in teenagers.
Right.
We worry about that in teenagers. Then there's another kind of scoliosis that we see in adults, and that occurs because of asymmetrical degeneration of discs. So imagine that spine with bones one on top of another with nice symmetrical donuts of discs. Now imagine if that disc deforms and becomes a bit of a trapezoid. That will result in a curvature of the spine to the side where the disc is smaller.